To Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Canes will kick this deep to begin the game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. The Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And some room to work now. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Moving to a bunch formation. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks a tackle into the clear. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Flanagan looking for the wideout. And he's got it. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Running back with the football, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's caught. It's Stewart. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
To throw, it's Flanagan. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, Miami 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0.
That makes the score Michigan.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Number 99, set to advance on the football.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And on the carry, he's heading left. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. And he's got his man open downfield. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And that pass falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. They'll kick it away here. McCoverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? To throw, it's Flanagan. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Second down after the incompletion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to take off here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, Miami.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! 29 Philly. 2 flex.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man wide open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How
about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap. As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go quickly. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 21, Miami 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Now 55 weak.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice.
Get set, get set.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 28 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Miami 7.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught on the outside. It's Williams. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Looking to scramble now. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
35, Miami, 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Trying to find room. It's Hall. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one